Bronco offense scored on its first drive and then the second to last drive. What was the biggest issue, for that 3+ quarters in between?
Well, just I was I think Miami's a good defense. I think they played consistently. I think we had our moments with certainly a touchdown taken off the board, which then would have changed the outcome, and it was a really tough game. And so those were two teams battling really, really hard today, and a penalty took a touchdown off the board and then changes the game. So Miami's good. They played well. I thought we played well, and yeah, you can probably argue there's one or two plays, or maybe one play, and that's what I saw.
Bronco, your timeout management using all three on defense, especially the one before the 2-point conversion, obviously left you barren there late. What was the thinking in using them so early?
Yeah, there was the others were intentional to stop touchdowns and let our defense rest. The third one was totally a mistake on our part and my part. The defense wasn't ready for a 2-point play, had the wrong personnel out on the field, miscommunication, and had to use it. And glad I did, because we stopped the 2-point play, which did give us a chance. But yeah, that was not by design, nor was it a good time management, nor was it good communication by my staff. So had to use it as a miscue from the defensive staff communication.
Bronco, what did you see in your vantage point and the explanation on the pass interference on Grant at the end, and also why the flag maybe was so late?
Yeah, I didn't get an explanation, and the flag came from not the official that was closest. That came from up toward the line of scrimmage. He threw it and didn't know if anyone saw it, picked it up and threw it again. So I think that's why it came in late. But I wasn't given an explanation.
Okay, next we'll go to Preston Bennett and then back to Jeff White.
Yeah, Bronco, just going on this skid that y'all are on right now, losing 4 straight. How are you able to take some of the positives away from this game? A tough game on the road in Miami. How are you able to take some of those positives away tonight?
Yeah, our team tried hard, and they're tough, and they're physical, and they're resilient, and yeah, I thought they played well. I thought they played a really hard game, and they played with a lot of heart and great mindset and supported each other, and probably the most physical and the most intense they'd played the entire year. Yeah, so I celebrate that. I was really proud of them in terms of the effort they gave.
Coach, did the defense seem fatigued to you at all? Is that sort of part of the timeouts? Again, what was the strategy there?
Yeah, man, Miami goes really fast, and so, and I'm not sure. I don't remember right now after those timeouts if they ended up scoring touchdowns or if we held them to field goals. But that was the intent. I looked out and thought our chances were diminishing to make a stop based on the fatigue and how fast they were going, and wanted to give them their best chance to keep touchdowns off the board. And yeah, it's hard to imagine that 19 points would win the game for Miami. So arguably it was effective, or arguably it wasn't when you have the ball at the end and no timeouts. So I think you can look at it either way. The 2-point play was mismanaged totally, and really wasn't. I kind of was forced just by the circumstance.
Bronco, this is the first time we've really seen Rashawn Henry in the passing game. He had one touchdown taken off the board, and then he scored the late one. Is this something you expect him to build on going forward and be a bigger part of the passing game?
We sure hope so. We've wanted that to emerge and happen sooner, and so, man, we needed him, and we need him. We need extra players and more players to emerge at receiver, and so, yeah, that was a bright spot that he was able to do that tonight.
We have time for 2 more questions. We're going to go to Brad Franklin and Jerry Ratcliffe.
Coach, I was just curious. You guys seem to go away from as much of Ira and KT. What was kind of the thought process there, and really kind of handing the game over to Brendan a little bit more?
Yeah, Miami's adjustment defensively. You saw early in the second half, they made some pretty clear and specific adjustments to to play the run harder with our two other quarterbacks, and that opened it up more for Brennan. So it was just what Miami did as a change up to the first half. They defended us differently in the second half.
Bronco, on the touchdown that was called back and Mish was called for ineligible receiver downfield, was there just miscommunication between him and Tony out there?
Yeah, I wasn't given an explanation, but certainly, and man, it's not that difficult, but we signal in, and each player is responsible to communicate and make sure that we're aligned appropriately and within the rules. And man, what a rough play for that to happen when we have a touchdown called back.